Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Doflet. Today guys we have a new video about Summoner's War. Today we're gonna have a look on how to rune the Wind Demon Mephisto, and also, well, also as always we're gonna go through the stats, the skills, and then where is good for, what is good for, and how to rune him. So stats, sets, offset, and what stats you should aim for. So then we're gonna have a look also on how to counter him. And yeah, that is gonna be it. Let's see if we can get 23 speed real quick. All right guys, Mephisto is a really good unit, especially now, and I'll tell you why in a second. And we're gonna have a look at it because I think it's actually a pretty good unit in some situations. Right now is a pretty okay unit. By the way, before we get into that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's free and really support the channel a lot. So if you can, please hit the sub button. It really helps. Now guys, I'm gonna show you the stats and the stats and the skills, and then I'm gonna show you the Mephisto in RTA, how I have him runed. I don't have him run in PvE because I don't use him in PvE. I don't think he's good in PvE anywhere, to be honest. I really don't think so, unless you wanna have fun or try to have fun and use him in arena offense. It could work. It could work, but I feel like there is a lot, like much better options for arena offense. So I don't have him built for that. I'm gonna show you the one that I have in RTA. Also, I'm gonna give you a few options to build him as well, because I think there is a few different ways you can build him. I have him built in one way, and I think it might be the best way. I had him built in a different way, but I think the way it's built now is actually better. So yeah, anyway, base stats 11k, 11.5k HP. That's pretty good. It's an HP type monster. 11.5 is not super high, but it's not low at all. It's pretty good. 714 attack. That's pretty high for HP type monster. 659 defense is also pretty good. Pretty good. Speed 104. That's good, but for the ways his skills work, it's not super good. He awakens into resistance, as you can see there, resistance. So I don't know about it. I don't know about that. Unless you build him on 100 res, I don't think that's a good awakening stat. But hey, that's how it is, right? Right. Skill 1: decrease the current HP of the enemy with the best HP stages, both excluded by 10%. So he already does damage on one of the opponents, and attack the enemy target to inflict damage that's proportional to their reduced HP. So it does damage. If you skill him up, it's gonna do 30% more damage, which is good, but I don't have that much, so hey. Skill 2: absorb all other allies' HP by 10%, so your teammates are gonna get weakened to attack all enemies, dealing damage that's proportionate to the absorbed HP. So it's still HP from your allies, from his allies, from your team, and does does AoE damage. Recover the attack bar of all allies by 20% afterwards. So it's an attack bar booster really, and this is available every free turn if you skill him up. Again, I don't have that much. Also, it's gonna do more damage as well. Passive: no one can be revived while you are on the battlefield. In addition, the damage inflicted on enemies will be increased by 20% each when an enemy or ally dies. So every accumulate up to 5 times, so it can do 100% extra damage when one of your allies or opponents get defeated. So that's pretty good actually. Little skill: increase HP of ally monster in the arena by 44%. That's also pretty good. Your team is gonna be a lot tankier, like a lot tankier. So the skills and the skills are not bad, and that's why I was saying 104 base speed is not that good, because he increased attack bar. You can use him as attack bar booster, but 104 is low. It's kind of low base speed for attack bar booster. If you think about, Triton is no attack bar booster, but it still can decrease, so it's a lot higher. Asher has a lot higher base speed, so you see what I'm saying. It's gonna be hard to use him as an attack bar booster. If you want to try to use him like that, you can go on Swift, speed HP, speed HP attack, speed crit damage attack, as you wish. As you wish really. You can do as you like the most. But I mean, you're gonna use it for this attack by increase. Also, the passive is really good, especially because Nana right now is going all around RTA. So definitely a good unit. Now, I haven't built like this on Vampire Will. I don't know if Will is that important on him. I like to have Will on units though, so I put in Will on him. I don't think it's necessary, but I had decent runes laying around, so I just put him on him. So Vampire Will, I'll show you the rune right now. Honestly, you should focus on speed. The way I built him on Vampire Will is in a way that he is actually tanky, he doesn't die that easily. Obviously, if they have Nana and you pick Mephisto, they're gonna focus him because obviously Nana passive is not gonna work if Mephisto is on the battleground. But if they kill Mephisto, then Nana is free again, let's say. So they're gonna focus Mephisto, so you might want him tanky. So I might want to focus on speed, HP, defense, and then attack if you can. Obviously, if you can focus on resistance, maybe you can get 100 res, so it's going to be harder for them to defense break him, CC him, and so on. But overall, just try to make him tanky. If you beat him on this pair, on Vampire, sorry, try to make him tanky with decent attack. I would like some extra attack. I would like to get around 900, 1000 attack. I can right now. I think it's everything. Maybe it is. But I would like to get 1000 attack. But right now it's like 40k HP. He has over 1500 defense, so he's pretty tanky. Artifacts. Okay, so if you build him on Swift, for attack bar booster, as an attack bar booster, try to go like additional damage by speed. Obviously, it depends how you build him, but additional damage is not that bad. If you build him, you can build him on violent as well. I think it's okay. It's just gonna be a damage dealer doing violent. Violent again, additional damage by stats, by speed, by HP. If you build him tanky, I think that like damage received from wind minus percentage, from fire minus percentage is also pretty good. Why is that? Because they're gonna focus him. It's gonna take less damage. Crit damage received as well, and speed proportion to lost HP is good. Also, you could go for defense proportion to lost HP, so it gets tankier when he loses HP. Speed proportion to lost HP is good as well if you build him on Vampire, because when he moves, he's gonna heal back. So that's good. Speed proportional to lost HP as well, 33%. Additional damage by attack, it just rolled like that. I tried to roll it so many times. I want the additional, less damage by wind, but couldn't get it. I tried still to get it, and crit damage received is also pretty good. There isn't too many units nowadays built on crit damage, because obviously with the artifacts, they don't really need crit damage. So you can just build things off crit damage. And so crit damage received is not the best. Obviously, I feel like these are the best for him on Vampire. If you go on Violent and Swift, try to go at additional damage because you're trying to do damage anyway. But yeah, these are the artifacts. This is the Mephisto. I think I showed you this already. So these are the runes. Obviously, this is not the best rune. I don't really want accuracy. It doesn't land any debuff, so I don't really want accuracy, but the speed was good. HP is good, attack is decent, so I put it up. What else? How to counter him? Ban him. Literally just ban him. He's a counter pick, so it doesn't really, you can't really counter him. He's a counter pick, so you can't, he's usually one of the last picks, so it's gonna be hard to counter pick him if you don't have any more counters. But obviously fire units, defense breakers, fire units, defense breaker. Also, I was thinking that if you focus him and you kill him, Vanessa can revive Dan anyway. So yeah, like, maybe just focus him. As I said, I would like to give you a counter to him, but it's not one of the first picks. So it gets picked by the end of the pick and ban phase. It's really like you can't counter pick if you don't have any more picks to do, right? So yeah, I don't know about that. But like CC fire units, obviously, Diana looks pretty good against him. He's pretty tanky though. It's pretty good tanky stats, so you might want to build him on Vampire, so it lasts longer. Violent, Swift, could be good. This pair is not too bad if you skill him up, because skill 2 is on 3 turn cooldown, so it's not that long. It's an AoE, so you can try to disperse that stuff. But I feel like nowadays is a really good counter to Nana passive, so people are gonna focus him. So I feel like Vampire is actually pretty decent. If you got Despair, Revenge, then maybe you can Revenge proc and stun them. But yeah, guys, as a counter, I don't know. Like I feel like fire units are gonna counter him pretty decently anyway. So yeah. Also, the reason why I don't have him on crit damage anymore is because it doesn't need to kill unit for them to not be able to be revived. Anybody in your team can kill a unit and they're not gonna revive because it's his passive. So it doesn't need to be on crit damage. I feel like Vampire is the best way, but you guys obviously gonna decide that. You can experiment, add him on violence. I didn't like him too much. So yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have Mephisto, let me know how you have him built, how you use him, and also how you like to counter him when you get picked from the opponent side. To be honest, guys, Mephisto doesn't do too much. Just counter Nana and Revivers. It doesn't offer that much more than that. So like counter him, you're not gonna counter pick Mephisto because it doesn't really bring much. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye everybody. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye.